can hear you. Hello, test. All right, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make a statement in the first ever Revival Cup 2025. Team Exotic didn't just win, they dominated. 2 maps, 2 statements. First up on Pearl, things looked shaky at the start, but a few misreads, a couple of trades that didn't go their way. Jungami actually found some footing early on, but the moment Exotic settled in, the pace flipped, rotations tightened, utility lined perfectly, and from that point on, it was control, pure structured dominance. Closing it out 13-6. Then came Bind, and if Pearl was calculated, Bind was personal. 13-1. That was not just a win; it was a demolition. Everything clicked. The spacing, the confidence, and of course, Jana with that Odin. I think at this point, the entire server was terrified of any wall thicker than paper. You could almost hear the bullets humming through the minimap. So, there you have it. Exotic sweep through their series 2-0, and they are now the first team locked into a semi-final 1, scheduled for November 1st, 8 p.m., where they will be waiting for the winner of the next match tonight. Right, so because right now we've got a showdown between experience and calculation. And let me just get into that. Let me explain to you why. It's Ashref Ahmed versus 4 Unks, 1 Kid. Now, if you followed Sri Lankan Valorant at all, you know this first name well, Ashref Ahmed's roster. Well, because better known as Chrom's team. They are the titans of this scene. Chroms, Benji, KUCF, Scream, Hika, Ritos, and Gabes. A lineup that's changed tags more times than we can actually count. But no matter what they call themselves, they always deliver results. They've been a force since the early days. From the grassroots cups to LANs, they've dominated just about everything. Their biggest recent achievement, the Valorant Reset 2025 LAN hosted by Noob Alliance back in July, a clean run that reaffirmed what everyone already knew. When this team shows up, they don't just play to win, they play to prove they are still the standard. A clean run that reaffirmed, and here in the Revival Cup, they are the clear-cut qualifier 1 favorites. But here's the catch: when you've been on top this long, everyone's studying you, every strat, every setup, every off angle. The thing is, can they keep reinventing themselves fast enough to stay ahead? Well, that's the real question that we are going to see tonight. And then we've got the challenges: 4 Unks, 1 Kid. A team that might not have the flashiest record, but definitely one of the smartest playbooks. Their roster: Zeno, KMR, Ace, Blink, and Diablo, with Shogun as sub. And that team name isn't a joke, it's accurate. 4 experienced players, the Unks, bring years of experience and structure, and 1 young gun, Diablo, who brings the chaos, the new raw firepower, and the unpredictability that 4 Unks, 1 Kids might need. What makes them stand out is how controlled they are. They don't rush, they don't panic, they play slow, methodical Valorant, map control, utility trading, and when they see an opening, they strike with precision. That style is all thanks to Zeno, a former coach, caster, and analyst who's turned years of watching and breaking down gameplay into a tactical masterclass. You'll see his influence actually in every round. Bait setups, traps, plays, perfect post-plant lineups. They may not have the raw firepower of a team like Ashref Ahmed's, but mind you, they know how to dismantle aggression. So here's the setup. On one side, the most decorated team in Lankan Valorant history, looking to keep their throne. On the other, a tactical powerhouse with the discipline to make giants stumble. And with a semi-final 1 slot against Exotic on the line, every round here matters. Whoever wins tonight gets their shot at the Giants on November 1st at 8 p.m. Okay, before we jump in, let's take a second to thank the awesome folks making this all possible. Noob Alliance, our clothing partner, dropping the brand new Revival Cup polo soon. And yes, promo codes are coming up as well. IPLAY, our platform partners, handling player registrations and ensuring these matches run flawlessly. And of course, the man, Dennis himself, the mastermind behind it all, organizing, producing, and giving us full live coverage of this tournament. Alright, folks. We've seen domination. We've seen chaos. Now we're about to see strategy meet legacy head on. This is Ashref Ahmed versus 4 Unks, 1 Kid, live at the Revival Cup 2025 Qualifier 1. Let's get into the action because the Revival has only just begun. Alright, if you look closely, we've already been straight up given the veto as to what has happened so far. We have Corrode banned, Bind banned, Abyss banned, and Heaven. All of these beautiful maps banned from the lineup. I get Corrode and Abyss, but we were looking and hoping to find a Chromes and Bind coupled spectacle, but unfortunately 4 Unks and 1 Kid had different thoughts about it. They banned that they had banned Bind. On the other side, Ashref Ahmed taken Corrode away and Abyss, rightfully so, because of the new they're relatively new, so it's a bit difficult to predict as to what's going to happen with the other team. And again, we have another Pearl pick coming in from 4 Unks 1 Kid, where Ashref Ahmed will be defending this time. So again, not the best of choices to be a defender in Pearl. We've seen this for Exotic and we've seen this for Exotic and Chung Army, and also Sunset being the decider map, which is surprising because we all know how unpredictable Sunset can be. Moving into Split now, I think the best way of format, the first map being Split, is a very homely map, just like Bind is. If you were to look at what's the impact as to what Split can have, it could be amazing. I don't think the agent select has been placed on the screen yet for people to view. Right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now the agent select for Split, having Chrome's pick raised as we already expected. Hika going Sky. You have a KJ and KUCF going Omen. On the other end, you have Waylay, Omen, Yoru, Fade, and Raze. A very balanced lineup coming in. 2 duelists, of course. In a split map, you want to be aggressive, you want to push forward, you want to make a statement early on as an attacker. It was the same. It's similar to Pearl, but it's a smaller map, so there's no time for hesitation. Push in, plant default, plant in a place where your teammates can help you, hold side, and basically conquer the defense. On the other hand, the defense would have a lot to do, of course, because you have mid, and you are like Pearl. Mid control is everything. You would want to have mid and then put pressure on both A and B. Defenders can hold tight angles from vents and ropes, making mid hard to take without any strong utility. Historically, Split, of course, has one of the highest defender win rates in Valorant. Narrow choke points on A main, B main, and then mid makes it easy for defenders to delay pushes. Attackers need coordinated utility usage and double entry setups to break into site, which is what we're seeing here at the moment. To me, all in all, it looks like the team attacking knows how to attack when it comes to having their lineups, and as we can see, one to push forward, hold, and take control of what's happening. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, match number 2 in the Revival 2025. Winner of this will definitely get themselves a spot against Exotic in the semifinals. As we move forward in this countdown, I think Diablo is trying to go take a peek at them directly ahead. Trying to take a peek as to see if there's anyone coming through A. Little to no well at the moment. Seems a very passive push coming in from the Ashref Ahmed's team. They're coming in, one shot straight up. Diablo gives a very good statement. Do not go in by yourself. Ropes, do! This man doesn't miss. Rams. Well, I shouldn't have jinked that because that's on me, Reiki. I apologize. Hika taking the kill, taking Diablo out. Sorry, I apologize. That was Diablo. Now again, passively, they're trying to take Benji holding heaven like he's never been before. Ashref Ahmed might be in trouble here with the first round. It's 3v2. I apologize, not Ashref Ahmed. It might be the other way around, in fact. The defenders are in a bit of a trouble. The attackers are pushing in very... Attackers not planning to plant at the moment. Going to B, going through...
One enemy remaining.
Okay, you save one tap into the head and takes care of Blink. With 30 seconds remaining, he's going to be planted. Doesn't see Benji on the other side. And with that, attackers have taken the first round. Ashref Ahmed, again, showing us why they are the standard coming into this and the favorites going into this qualifier 1. 4 Unks, 1 kid. Did a great job, Diablo with those 2 straight first kills. Again, giving you that raw, explosive talent that I was talking about early on. But it wouldn't make any... It wouldn't amount to anything as the team could not back him up afterwards. So, the scoreboard stands at his ace. 1-0 going to Ahmed Ashref. Have a look at this. Rose giving no moment of time. Walks into his own nades. The audacity of this man. Takes care of screen. Now he's pushing up into... Tika going with Chromes in order to back him up. All posted up in B side, so A is comfortably on them. They are now holding flank. Benji holding flank. Everybody seems to be having the same thought. Going flank to Benji. Benji looks. Coming through ropes. Benji knows. Benji's self-awareness is on another plane. 1, 2, 3. And then you have Blink taking down the formidable Benji, giving them the opportunity for some sort of a reclusive redemption, but no! Chromes has a different chance. Uncle Aimer does in fact aim, but doesn't matter because it is Ashref Ahmed with the win on the second round. It's 2-0, and as we go into the third round, Ashref Ahmed again very methodical. But what was that play? I think it was a 50-50. They wanted to all in B and try to win B, but unfortunately, Ashref Ahmed, the team A, knowing what they're going to be going against on the B side, completely pushes into B. Chromes with the satchel into side, into his own nades in fact, and takes over screens and pushes all the way upstairs, but nobody's there, so it's all his.
Get him.
Now again, it's another A push. Have a look at this. Fade inside. Towards the back. 2 peaks from Judge, and Fade is already really low. Comes with this typical pick. Blink already on. Thomas also gone. Right now cannot do much, but wait now. Diablo trying to push in. Ashref Ahmed seem to have cemented themselves on side. Diablo puts the nades in to backside. Might pull Chromes out, but Chromes. Diablo's having the best of.
Last player standing.
It's a 1v2. Little can be done and said to Diablo as much as he is performing and outdoing Ashref Ahmed. There's 5 of him and 1 of him. There might be 4 Unks and 1 kid, but it's certainly the kid that's bringing in that unpredictability that Ashref Ahmed might have to deal with from the get-go, unfortunately.
Thanks.
Now, with 3 consecutive losses in this aspect of attack, Blink stays close next to... tries to push in, missed once, gets Chromes, and traded in by the absolute carnage of a spray. Diablo with 1. Unfortunate for Diablo. Hika was there, but the headshot, you can never trust the judge. It's always unpredictable. You can never trust the Bucky. I apologize. Not trying to make a peek. Gets 2 hits on KJ, but wouldn't make a difference because it's a wall bang. I was going to see what Gamer takes. It's a 2v3. Ashref Ahmed in trouble at the moment.
One enemy remaining.
Hey, never mind! Now that's what I call a beautiful hit from the Sheriff. KMR takes care of KUCF and wins the round. Four uncles, one child, one kid, one child. I can't even make it 4U1C. So with that, they are on the scoreboard, and now you can see some sort of dominance coming in from the other individuals in 4U1C. And that's what you'd love to see. Not just leave it for the kid to go. You want the strategy, the experience coming in from 4 uncles, one kid to play here. Again, another shot. What a shot by Diablo. One sheriff, he's a sheriff. Next is the Orpa. Next is the Bucky. What more can this kid play?
Kill my ally.
Roms is back on his feet again thanks to Benji. And the Orp back again. Diablo making statements. Roms cannot do much, but does enough to take Uncle Amar out. Diablo with 5 HP. It's a 3v3 at the moment in ramps. Benji just taken out. That's Diablo with 3 kills already on his back, on his shoulder. He's heavily taking out people with an AWP. Is a gutsy move for a raise. Holding screens. Ashref are now rethinking their strat. They know A side is a dangerous place to push forward with, but no, Chrome's thinking otherwise. Here's these shoots. And enough to walk back and play it safe.
30 seconds
left on the clock. They get the spike. Spike is still in the hands of the attacker, so they don't have much to worry about. Oh, just like that, 4 kills for Diablo with an AWP. This kid is unstoppable. And it's an ace. Oh my god! This kid, 5 HP and an AWP. He doesn't have to show this hard in the first 5 rounds, but look at him proving. Doesn't matter if they are the standards, he's just better. 4U1C have made a statement, and that statement is Diablo. One hell of an individual. Now this time Diablo pushing down the ramp. See if he can get anything. Nobody going A this time, afraid of Diablo's presence alone. Uncle Emma takes the ropes. Rome's pushing ropes. Makes so much noise. Now they have mid control. They are very heavily aware. Chrome with a judge. 1! Not this time. Not this time. Benji's waiting for you. And Diablo takes 1, takes the trade. And now Benji has the AWP. Can he do the same? Chromes has been spotted up in mid. What will...
Hawk out. Spike down.
Putting the... Not aware! It's a 4v2, 4U1C, very, very, very strongly on the top, but Chrome's pushing in with the judge, going through mid.
30 seconds left.
Might meet each other in B-Link. Not knowing! With a judge! That is something else! It's a 2v3 now. Spike is still in the hands of the defenders.
10 seconds left.
Blink and here, Chromes. 10 seconds remaining. Chromes takes 1 by 1. 5 seconds remaining. Benji and Chromes have something to do with 1 second remaining. They couldn't do anything. Okay, now this is what the issue with AH is. They're all over the place. They're going in for the kill. They're trying to have fun. They're trying to get the kills and win the round, but they're not planting and they're wasting time, which is causing them to get shredded because 4U1C just holds their own and waits because the attackers are all over the place. All you have to do is get 1 peek and then move forward. That's simply as put. But Diablo, my word, another AWP kill and then traded off by Benji. You cannot even say much though.
Vamos, gente.
4U1K. I just received that. It was a typo on our end. For you 1K. Okay, got it. Comes pushing up mid. Trying to get control of mid top. Will take KMR holding mid bottom. Seeing if there is the Prowler is going to slow them down. But no, Chrobes doesn't seem to be slowing down. He never has slowed down. But this time KMR with a better aim. Hika hesitating. KMR backs off. Diablo with another AWP kill. This kid needs to be stopped.
Engineer.
It's an AWP versus AWP, but Ricky cannot do much. Diablo tells him to sit down because AWPing is his. Hika, now they have control of. They have mid. They might want to take a look through rafters.
One
Look
enemy
at that.
remaining.
With one enemy remaining, Hika has to do a desperate move. Go into side, try to get peaks. Knows where right now it is. Right now, TP'd out. All the way back into B main.
30 seconds
Sorry,
left.
back into alley. Hika is confused. Spike is on the other side. They just have to wait. It's just a waiting game at this point. Diablo moving in with his AWP all the way into mid. Might cross paths with Hika, who is hiding in.
10
And
seconds left.
Uncle Aim takes Hika down. It's 3v4. We saw a dominant start from Ahmed Ashref, but now 4U1K seems to be proving everybody else wrong. The standard, so-called standard, the champions of the Valorant reset in July is being held on a choke point by one kid, and his name is Diablo. That too with an AWP, which is unbelievable.
Transfer ready.
Okay. Early pick with the early blind Reiki. So comes KMR, the dog too. They need to slow down from the blind, the ult, everything to go. Gets away with it, but still, Blink coming in. Right now. Now look at this, the coordination coming in from Ahmed Ashref. Knows what they're gonna do. They came into side all at once, not like the earlier rounds we've seen before. They have
I'll handle this.
cemented themselves, taken out Blink and taken side to their control. Yoru ulting right now, taking any sort of survey into side. Having a look, everybody. Look at any boy. Actually, oh my word, we threw the smoke. This kid.
One enemy remaining.
Hello,
Player standing.
Mikey. Diablo with 3, 4 AWP kills. He's toying with the enemy.
Ah, shame. I love
How?
explosions.
How? Simply how? The explosive new talent has got the champions and the favorites on an absolute standstill with just an AWP. 16 kills in the first 8 rounds. Diablo is on a roll. And 4U1K is 5 rounds to 3 with 2 rounds in the lead now. Right now holding side.
Bomb buddy out. Satchel out.
From seeing if he can get any sort of info or anything out. Baiting the tap in. Giving them the side. Very rightfully so, because he's the only one holding B side. Omen on the other side holding. And trying to go through ropes to wins. Probes in mid, gets damage to the Blink is there! Blink takes Probes out! That's a big mental
Spike planted.
push that he can out. Confused whether to go for it. Ali takes, gets blinded. Hika with 2 kills already.
Mark 2.
It's a 3v2. Hika with 3 kills. They need this. It's right. It's Diablo. As formidable as he is. A big mistake coming in from
I know
4U1K
what
pushing in
must
through
be
alley
done.
without checking rafters is the most diabolical mistake you can make in a scenario like this. It's a freebie for Ashref Ahmed as they go on to win their 4th round. After losing 3 rounds in a row, they would feel, actually after losing 5 rounds in a row, this would be a big relief for Ashref Ahmed. They would want to keep this momentum going forward, but for you 1K, that was a horrible mistake coming from the veterans, pushing into alley and not shaking rafters. Now look, they're going into A side. Blink and Ankalema all the way back in back side. Up in towers, they're already held towers. Chrome's pushing in with an 8. Did not satchel in. No! Whiffs his shot. Chromes takes care of Blink. It's one man. Diablo misses a shot. This is just the moment that they needed. Alkalema taken down. Chromes on a roll. Chromes. Now it's Diablo. Right now holding side. Diablo in screens. Hika seems to be pushing spawn. Gets one down.
Scatter.
Hika and the team will want to push B because B is open and they know it. Yes, and just like that, B is being planted.
Spike planted.
Right now making all the sound you can possibly make.
Last player standing.
Oh! Diablo takes a knife out and just gets traded. Second of taking a knife out. That cost you a lot. And somehow Ahmed Ashref seems to have gotten their feel in again.
What is mine?
Very mature mistake coming in from Diablo, taking the knife out in that very crucial instance. Got right now taken out by Hika, giving them that one person lead in order to get the round for Ashref Ahmed. It's a 5-5 scenario. You just can't separate these two, and that's only and very obviously because of one kid and the talent that this guy is bringing into. Oh, you want it. Chromes are pushing it very confidently. Diablo swings. No, Chromes tells him to sit down. You may be good with the orb, but I know this world way before you do. Blink now holding tight as dearly as he possibly could because they are pushing in as an army. Blink takes the peek. A very desperate mistake. He's going to get
One
straight
enemy
down.
remaining.
Chromes gone. Ankalema against the team.
Spike
Uncle, that's a
planted.
1v3. The wall up in towers. Gonna push ramp. He's gonna be great. He takes the knife out. You do not do that, sir. You do not do that in a pro
Last
Valorant
round before the
tournament.
switch.
After this, spend all.
6-5. After losing 3 rounds in a row, now they're 3 rounds up, and the momentum heavily has shifted to Ashref Ahmed's favor. Look, you can't really decide who might win this. But with the way things are going and the chemistry between the team, Ashref Ahmed is on another level. The coordination is the only reason why
Cutting through.
4U1K seems to be falling behind. They are all over the place. They are frazzled. They don't know how to properly hold themselves together as a team. That is what Ashref Ahmed is taking advantage of. The attackers are held back in A lobby. I think they're waiting for the spike to be brought to A lobby. All the way, Chromes up in mid. Might try to push towers. Might try to take wins. That is something Chromes has been known to do. I think it's a technical timeout at the moment. Due to a certain party chat
Portal
problem.
closed.
And a round callback has been requested by Ratnam because his TP might have expired over here. Alright, then let me take a moment once before this is all soft just to talk about our sponsors. Let's take a second to thank the awesome folks making this all possible. Noob Alliance, of course, our clothing partner, dropping the brand new polos soon, and of course we're gonna be giving you promo codes very soon. Sorry it wasn't available for this match. IPLAY, our platform partner, handling player registrations and ensuring that these matches run flawlessly. And again, I can't thank this man enough, Dennis, coming into the Valorant scenario, reviving the Valorant tournaments as we have as a community, and organizing, producing, and giving us all full live coverage of the tournament. Let's have a look.
Last
Well,
round
ready.
in the half.
Yes, the round rollback has been done, and now we're moving forward with the round itself. I think everybody is set and ready to move forward. 18 kills for Diablo, 12 kills for Hiccup, the two people who stand out in terms of this match, and people who need to. We'd also like to get you some time to like and subscribe this channel, as it took a lot for Dennis to go ahead and organize this. So if you would love to be a part of these tournaments and follow us to maybe even see the behind the scenes of the tournaments, we never know, the VODs and all of that, we would kindly ask you to subscribe and like it, and bring some love and show some love to this channel and tournament if you would love this to continue and moving forward.
They are mine.
3 seconds and we're moving into the 12th round. Now Benji is holding it. Everybody pushing up B so fast. Diablo in trouble. Chromes knows what to do here. The experience Chromes has. That's coming in play. Came out with the spray from Thomas. Takes. Break it down. Uncle Emma. Benji also goes down. It's a 3v3 situation. The spray coming in with 47 HP. Blink holding Ali very
Spike
quietly,
planted.
assuming somebody might push. Right now takes Chromes down. Have a look at this.
Here.
Pushing up Ali. Doesn't know
enemy
Ika.
remaining.
Oh my word, nearly just screwed themselves up there.
Mark one.
And no. With a fumble, they still somehow managed to rake it in. And just like that, 6-6. Yeah, you see it. Could not hold, and not carrying angles is something that's going to cost you.
Switching
and
sides.
Definitely costed. It's 6-6 at the end of the first half. Like I said, Split is a very even map. You cannot. It might have been a defender-sided map, but Ashref Ahmed is formidable enough to say otherwise. We've seen Diablos defending. How good is this guy at attacking? We've seen 4U1K Hell hold their own. KMR with a beautiful spray, and Right Nut almost fumbling the last round against. Was it Right Nut? I think it was. Either way,
There.
almost fumbling, not getting Hika. Doesn't matter, it still works, and I think that's all that they need to do. It's a 6-6 at the moment, and moving forward, it's a matter of who plays what better. Blink already trying to go from Suez. Reiki holding side. Chrome's on top of towers, waiting for any entry. Get any sort of peek coming in. Kmart already chipped away from damage.
Grenade!
In goes the nade, pushing Diablo back. Takes chip damage, but what will that do for Chromes and the team? Will they be able to just define the round? Benji waiting in mid for anyone to come through. They're all going to mid. KMR with the spike. Blink pushing behind Uncle Emma, and the entire team seems to be taking Suez into mid. Benji trying to take the pick. Gets punished thoroughly, but still info has been given. Chrome's waiting in mid. And now they're moving back to... They're moving back from Suez. A cheeky play. Indeed, Right Nut now waiting. Still, you have Reiki who hasn't left his position. They would love to take that annoying bot off. The turret is out. Reiki can't push that take.
Left.
He doesn't know what to do. You perfect hit the usage there.
Engineer killed.
Get sight now. It's a 5v3. Sight is heavily. Hika trying to take the flank approach. Blink.
Spike
Usage
planted.
coming through. Blink waiting for Chromes and gets Chromes. Hika and Hika, this is what a beautiful flank that was. KUCF knew. Sorry, not flank.
One
Right now
enemy
waiting.
remaining.
Right now doesn't make a mistake. And the defenders have only Hika left to do something, and Hika is just confused as to what to do. Side is heavily guarded. It just takes one shot and you're done. Might try to get one pill. Yes, gets KMR. They're going to meet each other in screens. Can they get 2 kills?
One enemy remaining.
And just like that, he gets 2 kills. they would be happy with that at the very least. For the score is 7-6. Crumbs as usual trying to go with the judge and trying to go with the Bucky and trying to get someone off of it with his satchel Bucky play. So ideally he would want to push B side, which he is planning on doing. Blink has B side. Sorry, he is holding he's pushing A side. I apologize. Oh, he's going through mid. Hold on. We are seeing a very passive Chromes. This is something I've not seen in a while. He's taking this a little slow because he knows the damage being passive being aggressive can do as a defender in split. They are waiting for the lineup, pushing in. And have a look at that beautiful lineup. Gets Reiki mark. Reiki has no choice. Chromes coming in. Takes Diablo out. 1, 2. Almost takes care of right now. Reiki following in. All back up. Everybody back up. Having the sense of self to back up from a situation like that is the right thing to do. 2 members almost low. It's a 3v4. It's still evenly split. Benji can very easily take. Right, not holding, yet covering angles as much as they can. Knowing that side is off. Okay, Yusuf taking the flank up to mid stairs. We'll look and see if the possibility for left. Anybody's there. Waiting. Okay, Yusuf to push up. Reiki coming in through alley with a judge. Blink takes care Yusuf out. Don't peek. You do not want to peek or you 1k.
One enemy remaining.
Going with them at the very best. And the attackers are 8-6 up.
Rely on each other. They send us in groups for a reason.
Now. Now is the buying round. I think everybody has the... Not yet actually. They all... This is the round the defenders might want to hold and try to take back from. The momentum building up in a situation like this is very dangerous for Ashref Ahmed. And 4U1K would love this. They would love to move forward with such a momentum. Diablo not really showing up in the attacking aspect. We haven't seen much from him, but he's giving the initiation. Uncle Emma gives Hika following through with Chromes, getting that one kill. Diablo pushing up, went very cautiously. Of course, Benji will be aware. No, doesn't see. That is unfortunate, but right now he'll take the trade-off for Diablo. Blink will take Hika down. It's a 3v3. It's Blink and Benji. Oh, what a flick! Reiki will shoot from screens. The turret will back them up. Blink! It's 1 left. They know. B side is free. Reiki running as fast as he can. Blink makes noise in the alley. Waiting, just waiting. It's a matter of waiting game. No! What a shot! Impeccable. Too early. They're not about to throw this out, are they? KMR would be using all the utils to see if
Spike planted
through tower. Might want to checking for any peek. Reiki has insane aim. We've seen that before. We would see. Will that come into play here right now? Making some noise, gets blinded. Now they know in the rafters. Oh my word. I was too close for comfort. 20 HP. Reiki has to go forward. Right now playing for time. Taking as much time as possible. Doesn't matter. When you hear the bomb tick like that, you are going to shake yourself, and that's exactly what happened to Reiki. He had to push, he had to make a difference, he had to do something. And now things seem to get dire and dire for Ahmed Ashref Ahmed. And 4U1K are strolling. It's a 9-6. Rocky. Okay, right. So I've been told that his name is Rocky too. I apologize. You can never, you can never know. Right. Them are trying to push it. The Benji walling it off as soon as they can. Prowler blocked off. Benji holding his own over there, trying to see if there's any. Diablo now waiting very patiently all the way in A. Nothing's going to come off of it, but it's still an ambitious effort nonetheless. The team is very split up in what you've seen before, but Chromes does not miss. Uncle Emma takes one to the head, making it a 4v5.
Time to
This
jump.
is not what you want to be seeing when it comes to attacking in split. You don't want to be split up, and that will cost you the round, and that seems to be what's happening. Chromes waiting, just waiting, because you take your time, you get picked off, and Chromes is showing you that that's the wrong play, and Chromes is punishing. For you 1k, Flink gets taken. Tip damage by the way. Now Chromes is very aware who is in vents. Is he aware? Does he not know? He's pushing up very ambitiously, but
Train harder.
Benji looks at Chromes to say, hey,
30
there's someone in
seconds left.
vents. Hello. It's just Diablo now with KMR, and they know.
Power it down.
Rocky trying to take some
Bomb
free.
grenade out.
Will be pushed back from the screens, and Diablo moves up into
Next.
one down.
Last player standing.
No, he whips
10
his
seconds
shots, and he loses. Like I said, you do not want to go by yourself or one by one. You do not want to split up in a split. At the very least,
Thanks.
4 of you have to go together in order to make a statement, in order to make a difference in a map like split, and that's not what's happening here. And I think, unfortunately, for you 1k and thank heavens to Ashref Ahmed, they finally win a round in defense. The score is not too far apart. It's still very winnable for both teams. It's 9-7, but it's a matter of keeping your mentality together, your confidence, and keeping their momentum moving forward. Because Hika and Diablo still very much at the top of the leaderboards when it comes to making plays, but Diablo's shots and strides have really drowned when it came to the attacking aspect. On the other side, you have Rightnut and Blink making a very key difference in this attacking aspect of following the same strat again. This time Rocky in B side, made aware of his existence by the clone. With it, gets some chip damage. Now it's a very slow push again coming in from
Who's next?
for you 1k. Out into mid market, seeing if there's any info that can be taken, especially except for the wall. Nothing really coming off of it. Chromes would love to peek that and take. Everybody is pretty fairly spread out. Mid is free. They are coming in to make everybody aware Diablo is in
Bomb buddy out.
A lobby.
Get him.
Pushing up rafters. Chromes is there. It's going to be a battle of the races. Chromes peeking through rafters. We saw this in the first round. Didn't work well for Chromes. But look at Diablo moving in. Doesn't matter. KUCF takes Diablo out. Blink takes KUCF.
One
Chromes
enemy
coming from the
remaining.
back. Uncle Aimer. It's a
30
1v3.
seconds left.
And Blink has nothing against Hika. It's 8-9. When will you? How is this happening? They were playing flawlessly, pushing together, but now they've decided to split up and everything seems to be falling apart. Why? I will never know. 4U1K was doing really fine, pushing together, because that's how hard it is for defenders to hold. On the other hand, Chromes going forward as a raise and picking and taking people out one by one, proving and making a statement that he is something to be dealt with. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unbelievable. Ashref Ahmed against 4U1K. We thought this would be a one and done, but certainly not. The explosivity of Diablo and the experience coming in from the Unks really putting a chokehold and making this a very even matchup. Chromes trying everything alongside Hika and Benji to make this a fantastic match. 9-8 as we move into the 18th round in this game, and still with just only a 1 round lead, you cannot make this, you cannot separate the two teams. The play for what would have been spoken to the attackers is to keep doing the same, is to keep doing what you were doing, push together, stop spreading, not stop going away from each other. Blink taking Suez, Chromes waiting in mid, doesn't know someone in both sides. The mix-up does not get Chromes. Benji gets taken out, but that is not the matter here. They're saving, and unfortunately for Blink, Chromes wasn't traded. Unfortunately for right now, Chromes was not traded. Hika also invents. Now all of B is mid. It's a 4v4. It's pretty evenly matched out, of course, except for the fact that they're saving. If 4u1k pulls out something magnificent, not really. Hika on another level here with the headshots coming in. Again, Diablo failing in yet another attack attempt. Raki trying to peek. And Kalema not really aiming well here. It's a 4v3. Chromes. Chromes waiting for Blink. Blink doesn't know.
30 seconds left.
But suffocating round for 4u1k.
Last player standing.
Surely Chromes finally gets taken out by KMR. But what can it do? It really doesn't do much as 4u1k lose yet again, and the score is now tied again, 9-9. We keep telling IGL will just have to tell them, so keep doing what you're doing. Let's not let them move. Let's not let them get the momentum. Let's just keep it together and move forward. Let's not do anything different, because clearly it is frizzling and making them all over the place, because they're pushing really slowly. They're pushing away from each other, and now 4u1k seems to be in a heap of troubles moving forward. Diablo trying to give some sort of entry, having a judge. Rocky holding sight with a fire, and he sees the satchel coming close. No! Hika hiding below Raptors. Gamer takes. It's a 3v2 finally. 4u1k have stood on their feet. Benji holding Suez. Sorry, Benji holding below Raptors.
Last player standing.
Yeah, you see him in alley and doesn't do much. 4u1k. Diablo being the distraction. 4u1k finally win another round after 3 rounds. After losing 3 rounds in a row. Diablo would want to rework the way he's getting into entry. He's trying to play like Chromes, but Chromes already knows, and his team does too, so they are very ready. Saw the satchel inbound, waited for it, and then got him taken care of. Diablo is all over the place, but 4u1k still seemed somehow redeemed the round. Took care of Rocky, took care of Chromes and Benji, which was the most important one. Now ult coming in from the Veto. Chromes, Diablo missed and falls right into a disappointing scarf from Diablo. Lost his team. 1 man down. And Rocky got sprayed in backside, but still survives. Something has to be said about Diablo's playstyle at the moment. From acing with an AWP to failing with a satchel is something they have to speak about. Chromes waits. Chromes knows. Chromes assumes KM was going to pick, but the Valorant timing doesn't matter. Chromes is just better. Spike is dropped. They know he's going to push in. Where are they going without the spike? Oh my word! This is bronze. Right now, trying to do something. Trying to make a difference. Pushing in from Rafters. Hika waiting in stairs mid to get a peek in, but no one was there. Unfortunately for him, Hika right now waits for it.
30 seconds left.
Chromes has been juked, and spike can be very easily taken from B lobby. Rocky waiting in B main just to see if there's any sort of pick. B side is easily accessible.
10 seconds left.
No! Rocky tried, gets one with 10 seconds remaining.
Satchel
It's
out.
blink
Satchel out.
to plant right now with just so little HP. You know, doesn't matter with that cross.
One enemy remaining.
I'm just like, what just happened? 2v1, Hika has to try and approach. Both of them are really low.
One
Holding.
enemy
Backside.
remaining.
Oh my god, you just cannot leave this guy out of the roster because he's built. Goes on defuse and you can thank heavens for right now did not want to take that chance. Pushes forward. We are 9-11. The standard that we once thought is being dominated here. Four unks, one kid. 9-11. Very, very amateur mistakes coming in from 4 unks, one kid, but not being punished as much as you'd think they would be. Ashref Ahmed not doing as they would hope to be doing. 9-11 as they move into the 22nd round. 4 unks, one kid just simply has to do what they're doing, but they're split. You're trying to get some sort of decoy. Chromes, Juke gets shipped off. Diablo again with another judge. Would love to do the strat that he's always hoped to do. Is he going to be able to do it? Blink. One down, he finally does it. It's a 4v4. No, right now Rift.
Spike
Uncle
down.
Emma Whips. Emma Whips, I'm so sorry. It's a 3v2
Last player
and it's
standing.
very easily
Time to jump.
going to be.
I'll handle this. I got the spike.
It will most definitely be a round for Armor Rushers, but you can never know. It's Valorant at the end of the day.
I'm back.
Rocky can hear the wall being broken. Trying to see if they're going. Benji holding teleporter. Rocky inside. Sorry, Benji inside. Rocky and
30 seconds left.
ASF trying to go from back all the way to A side. Because you can. This is some real Yoru play that you're saying, because this is what Yoru plays. Yorus are usually like. You can never be too sure. Benji with some sort of caution
10
that he might come
seconds
from behind. Here's the plant. 8 seconds remaining. Waits for it. Here's Ali. 3 seconds. This is ambitious. But no, he cost them the round. And he loses the kill. He loses himself too. Ahmed Ashref Ahmed is not making this easy for you 1K. And 4U1K making it hard upon themselves. So much going on, so much happening. For a moment there, I actually believe Right Nut might make this possible, but the bait coming in from Benji in order to pull Ashref Ahmed into him, and the amateur mistake of not planting it in 3 seconds cost them the round. Right now, making as much noise as possible in A lobby, trying to get util usage. Chrome's waiting for Right Nut up in rafters. Rocky holding B side
Spike down A.
without moving his position. That's what you'd love to see from a KJ main. You don't want to lose your position. You don't want a Diablo getting sprayed. Just like that, Diablo with 1 kill on Chromes.
Last player standing.
Pushing it back. It's Diablo against the team. It's a 1v4. We've seen him do this before. 1. He knows he has the back off. Will Benji, will they fall for this? Spike is with Diablo and he would like to go plant it, and I think that's what his team is instructing him to do, but Rocky's waiting in mid. Waiting for any noise coming in from. Knows that. Just waiting, and amateur mistake, not checking corners, moving recklessly can cost you, kid, and that did in fact cost 4U1K. The lead that they once had, very comfortably moving into the second game, is now tarnished. It's 11-11.
Out.
Are we going in for overtime here? In the first game itself. The stats have been said. Hika and Diablo are doing a fantastic job still holding the top row,
Bring
but
them down.
Blink and Rightnut pushing in from the knowing how to push in and getting kills is something that a duelist should be doing. Unfortunately, Diablo has been failing, but now they're spraying backside, seeing if they can get any chip in damage. And Rocky waiting as usual. Benji holding sewers. I apologize, holding below rafters, waiting for the entry.
No more.
Push in, but Chromes and KUCF holding.
Spike planted.
OU1K seems to be all over the place, but the spike has indeed been planted. It's a 5v3. One good pick from Rightnut. Oh, the trade-in! Protects his teammates. KUCF trying to get the kill in. Uncle Emma can't do much. It's a 1. We 3. And look at what has just happened. 4U1K, who has been very dominant in this entire game, has now finally been subsided as Ahmed Ashref seems to know what they're doing. The
Match
coordination,
point.
the players, and the push as Ashref Ahmed coming in and pulling them away and getting the match point. It's 12-11. One more, and it's one round up for Ashref Ahmed. Chromes doing a fantastic job, as we usually know he would. Taking in the mantle of a duelist and pushing, getting kills, even though they're supposed to be defending. What he lacked when they were attacking, he makes up for when defending. Hika doing as equally as amazing. Bringing them one round closer to the victory they would have hoped would have been easier.
Grenade!
Getting in for a
Face
first
your
attempt.
fear!
Push in! Doesn't get Chromes.
Spike down A.
Hika straight it off. 4K MR, and right now pushing in screens with Diablo. Diablo
Cycle
waiting.
out.
Spike is what a
Last player
shot!
standing.
Doesn't matter, KUCF takes the 2 kills. It's a 1v4. It's Uncle Ema. Doesn't look.
Is ready.
And what has just happened from 9-11 with 4 rounds in a row?
Watch them.
Ahmed Ashref. Ashref Ahmed has
Defenders win.
taken the first map in what you can say a teeth gritting match. Chromes pushing it to the top leaderboard after a fairly mid attacking stride. He pushed in to be a very good a duelist in a defensive position. Diablo having an amazing beginning to the game, really fell down when he came to the second half of the game. We hope to see better from 4U1K in the next map. Very amateur mistakes which costed them the game, in fact. 2-3 rounds where knives were pulled out, guns were being exchanged, and costed them the whole point. The 2 rounds where they were split up when they did need to be made it so that the standard, the form of the favorites, the former champs, Chromes and his team, Ahmed Ashref, take the first map and will move to playing. We'll move one up in these qualifiers. All right, I hope you guys had a blast, because that was a match filled with so much that you can't even put it into words in the next 2 minutes. So I'm just going to leave you be to just imagine what the next match can be. We will in fact take a 5-minute break, let the teams cool off, get their mentality straight, their confidence back up, the morale, because it was a match and a half there. 13-11 is not is a fairly decent map. Is a fairly decent, not a decent score. It's a very nail-biter finish to a beautiful map like Split. But now we're moving to a map that we've already seen earlier on, the Pearl, and I hope you guys will stick with us for the next match. Until then, thank you. Okay. Oh, what a banger of a first map that was now, isn't it? Ashref Ahmed's team barely edged out 4U1K with a 13-11 scoreline. But man, what that could have gone either way. For the longest time, 4U1K were actually in control. The pacing, the trades, the sight reads, everything looked calm and composed. But as we've seen time and time again, experience under pressure is what separates the good from the great. And that's exactly where the difference showed. Those last few rounds, painful for 4U1K, missed timings, a couple of overpeaks, a post plan that slipped away, tiny mistakes that ended up costing the map. They had it in their hands, but against a roster like Chrome's and crew, you cannot leave the door even slightly open, because they will walk right through it, take your map and your confidence along with it. Still, credit where credit is due. 4U1K showed discipline. They didn't crumble under pressure until the very end. The setups were solid, their reads were smart, and you can tell that Zeno's tactical influence is all over this team. They just need to tidy up those final round decisions, and we might be looking at a real comeback story heading into map 2. Now, speaking of which, next up we're heading to Pearl. That's going to be interesting because this map demands coordination. We've seen this already with Exotic and the way they played. It's all about mid control, rotational speed, and utility layering. The team that wins space here wins the game. Ashref Ahmed's squad already knows how adaptable. We already know how adaptable they are. They can play fast executes, or they can slow it down and suffocate you with map control. And on Pearl, that flexibility that we saw in Split becomes a nightmare to read. Except KUCF and Scrim. Expect KUCF and Scrim to be the anchors in defense. Chromes to orchestrate those late round hits where every flash and smoke lands at the perfect second. On the other hand, 4U1K have the potential to surprise here. We were surprised the way they were playing a Split. This map plays right into their slow methodical style. The ones that they are comfortable taking small chunks of the map, playing for info, and then striking decisively when they see an opening. If they clean up those closing round nerves, they could absolutely push this series to a third map. Now, Agent Select, as always, you would want, like we discussed before, a Waylay or an Astra coming in very useful for Exotic in the last time we played when they were attacking. And as we see right now, already taking the Waylay option, seeing if that's actually plausible, but no smokes right at the moment. A Viper coming in for Diablo. Again, a very, very positive feedback coming in for the newcomer Diablo. As to what I know, he's the new kid in this roster. Played extremely well in the first half of Split, only to be little less of what he could have been. A shell of a person he was in the first half, in the second half, which also might have been a factor as to why they might have lost in that nail-biter of a game. Over here though, Raze, Astra, Fade, KO, KJ, a very, very balanced lineup coming in from Ashref Ahmed. Crumbs, as usual, being the anchor, pushing in late games as we saw, and taking those hits very, very flawlessly and getting a difference to what he was as a person holding a judge and to opposed to a person holding a vandal. We've seen the two types of Chromes, the one that's patient, the one with the vandal, the one that's hasty, aggressive. That is the one with a judge. The picks have been confirmed. Both teams have a Raze, Fade for an initiator, and both teams have 4U1K going with two controllers, which is impressive. That's what we wanted in the last game with Chunga's army, hoping that they would do the same. But 4U1K here really trying to utilize the space and take control as much as they can, especially since they are attacking. And as history has told us time and time again, a team that's attacking in Pearl would have to be extremely aggressive moving into the moving into the space of Pearl. Exotic was aggressive and knew how to take mid control, which is also another key aspect in Pearl. Having mid under your control would mean the decisive play, whether you want to go A or B, and confuse the defenders. Uncle Emma trying to look into B doors, mid doors. The fade initiator, the atypical fade lineup coming in to give them the information that two are hiding in a lobby. Just like that. First,
We'll catch them.
right now takes Hika down. We all know how decisive that kill could be for U1K. Now already the defenders pushing up mid, going to go flank. Chromes taking a slow push. Right now has no clue.
Got one.
Unfortunately for Right Nut, has the knife out and gives away a trade for Hika. The waiting smoke gets one kill in. Rocky survives that. Rocky does not survive. KUCF survives that encounter. It's a 3v4 against the defenders. KUCF, Chromes, and Brian. Diablo takes care of Chromes. Diablo. KMR with taking of KUCF. It's a 1v2 situation here. 1v3.
Turret out.
Wait, no, that's the clone. 1v2. I apologize. There's little that Rocky can do. There's little that Benji can do here. I'm so used to Rocky being the KJ. What a peek by Diablo! Now where was this? Why is he always so good now? In the first half.
Stand tall.
3 kills coming in for Diablo in the first round, making a statement that he might have fallen off in the second half of the last game, but he certainly is back again. You know, I hate playing people that peak like that, but it's so much more fascinating to watch someone do it and execute it flawlessly. So that is something to be amazed by.
Where are you?
Now Rocky trying to get as much as info all the way in Rams. Slowly pushing up Benji. I keep saying Rocky for Benji, and that's how much of an impression Rocky made on me in the first map with his KJ plays. KUCF holding. Oh my word. Uncle Emma gets chipped, but still pushes in flawlessly. Whiffs again. And KUCF walks off with nothing, no damage at all. Still scratching off Emma, and Benji's hiding in the box over there. Woo! Uncle Emma gets taken out by Chromes. The Prowler. Benji can't do much. Gets Prowler and then taken out by Diablo. They're pushing it slowly. Now it's a very, very obvious hint that they might be going B. The nade comes in from Chromes. Diablo. Will back off. Right now gets Chromes out through smoke. It's Diablo gets KUCF. It's Diablo. Taken out KUCF with the Sheriff, and not enough because KMR confuses KUCF and gets the Spectre kill in. A Guardian kill in, I apologize. Giving 4U1K yet another round win. Now we've said it again and time and again. Attackers do have a significant advantage in a map like Pearl, but they're doing a fantastic job at holding them back. For Ashref Ahmed, the team is being is a tad bit hesitant on choosing the side, pushing forward, which is causing them to be a little backward and giving 4U1K the opportunity to do as much as they did. Of course, a valiant effort coming in from KUCF, getting Diablo and then pushing on to trying to get KMR, but KMR of course with a better gun, getting the sneak back through tunnel and taking out KUCF. As it stands, Diablo with an impressive 5 kills in the first 2 rounds is racing to the leaderboard, whereas everyone else is still a little behind. KMR, not to give credit where credit is due, 3 kills. I think we're having a technical pause at the moment, which once again gives me the fantastic opportunity of talking about our sponsors. Right, Never mind. We can't talk about sponsors at the moment because the game is more important. We're moving in. As soon as I spoke the word sponsors, the game already started. I think. Uncle Ahmed next. Oh my
Down
word!
mid.
Rocky and Hika
One
holding
enemy
mid.
remaining.
Very confidently pushes forward. The audacity these two have in them. It's Diablo and right now with the Sheriff and a Judge with a Sheriff and a Bucky. Hika holding spawn as to see if there's any sort of possibility.
No charges. Shutting them down.
Getting the flank in. Right now awaiting Hika's push. The Vandal buy in a third round is ace. Oh, what a shot! Right now sits him down. But gets sat down by KUCF. A very questionable play there by right now, but we still give him the one tap hit on Hika because that was something to watch. And just like that, Ashref Ahmed gets their first win on the board, getting them to 2-1. Mind you, if Ashref Ahmed pulls this off and wins this map, they will go on to battle Exotic in the semifinals on the 1st of November at 8 p.m. So they would love to win this game and move up. But if Hoyuanke manage to make an upset, we will indeed move to a third map, the most unpredictable map there is, Sunset, which I doubt Ashref Ahmed would want, or Hoyuanke for that matter. Again, the fight for mid control is still Uncle Amos pushing up, but doesn't get the one tap inside. Gets taken out by Hika. Hika now moves up mid. Benji holding side very beautifully, and that's exactly how you hold position. You don't show yourself too much. You don't let them in as well. Just play it slow, get the kill, and now Diablo is in a situation that he doesn't know what to do because KMR and Blink moving all the way to B side, trying to support. They made a decision on that, the fact that they're going B side. With 5 people
I have
still
the fight.
remaining on the defender side.
I'll find you.
Diablo. Out comes the util from Fade. Blink takes one. Can they work as a team
30
here?
seconds
Can they
left.
make a difference? KUCF waiting for the peek through smoke but doesn't get it. Diablo takes Chromes down. Now sight has been planted. Look at the way things have changed. Hika comes from the
Spike
flank.
down B.
A successful flank coming in from Hika and Rocky.
One enemy remaining.
It's 1-2.
Last player standing.
It's a 1v1. And the defenders out smart
Right there.
the attackers. That flank from Hika early on, taking mid and then waiting for that right moment to push up is what changed, is the impact play of that round. It's 2-2. You would love to say otherwise, but this man knows how to flank. Didn't make a single sound, took care of it, did flank twice, and it's surprising that Hoyuanke hadn't done anything about the flank situation even after being flanked once early on.
Pulling them in.
Now all of them pushing up art, trying to get Diablo, trying to get them blinded. Crowder getting information. Rocky might be in some sort of trouble here, pushing back through, letting them pass by. Diablo's watching. Diablo can't do anything but gets sprayed on by the head. Rocky takes 2.
Spike down A.
Stones takes and helps Rocky over there. Art is in a bit of trouble. Blink is down 2. Benji now
One enemy
flanking.
remaining.
Doesn't matter because it's only Uncle Aimer left for the attackers.
Adieu.
1 down. Can Uncle Aimer do what needed? But no, he cannot. Ahmed Ashref taking back what's once theirs. The scoreboard was once tilted in the favor of 4U1K. Is very much now in the momentum of Ashref Ahmed. Have a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Now the attackers would need a timeout because they are being taken. They're making a lot of sound in mid, giving them the information and then getting taken out. That is just very amateur movement from the 4U1K kids. They're playing really well. Diablo doing a fantastic entry, pushing in, but it's just not enough when it comes to the forms of Hika and KUCF, who are behemoths in this stage of the game. Chrome's a very slow start from him, but he's still up there and doing a significant amount of damage. They're helping Rocky in arts, getting the kills and trades off that Rocky would not otherwise have survived if not for this. And everything else moving forward right now is why Ashref Ahmed is in a 3-round lead. And also 3 rounds in a row gives you a significant momentum, which is what 4U1K would want to break. And I think that's what this timeout is all about. The conversation going in there is just basically that. Just move together, move smartly, accurately, and play it the way you played in the first 2 rounds. And that's what the IGL and the coach of 4U1K would love to be telling them, because they're not doing too much wrong. It's just not working at the moment. They would want to rework their strategy.
Find you.
And Akale was immediately made aware of Chromes and Rocky and Hika already pushing up. Hika's down. Akalema finally gets the kill in. Now, overextending and getting punished is something that you will get if you do in Valorant. Is something that's been the norm of a game since the dawn of time. So do not overextend. Rocky down trying to take mid. See if he can go through mid. And right now awaiting anybody to walk through mid. Again, mid control is key and critical in a map like this. And it makes sense why each one is waiting for peaks. The attackers have less than a minute now to go plant, and they seem to have been decisively wanting to take B-side, trying to see if there's anyone hiding in the corner.
I'll handle
Clearing
this.
angles, and Diablo pushes in. Benji lets out the nades out, and Prowler's in. Very safely in tower. Now plant is
30
being
seconds left.
planting. Fight has been planted. Diablo takes Rocky down. It's a 4v3. Benji hiding in mid. Doesn't matter. Right now takes the flank. And moves away. Okay, you say pushing into tunnels. Whiffs that person. Benji tries to get.
Last player standing.
Oh no, the wiper wall helping the attackers. KM are holding it. Benji knows it's best to retell, it's best to go away, it's best to take space and make it so that you can save for the next round. Benji can't do much, and the 3rd round, the timeout might and must have worked because 4U1K win a round again and breaks the momentum that Ashref Ahmed has been holding on to. Ace 3-3, you just cannot keep these 2 teams away from each other. They know how to battle each other, they're giving each other a run for the money, which is something that we all love to see.
1 second, peeps. I gotta visit the Astro to play some stars.
That beautiful push in from right nut through mid connector
Right
to give KUCF, sorry, to take away Rocky is one of the impactful plays that we saw earlier in the round. 3-3, ladies and gentlemen. The score has gotten level yet again.
You want to play? Let's play.
Hika trying to take, just trying to see if anybody's gonna come to Plaza. Chrome Center.
To suppress.
Hika sense gets 2 detected, knows what's happening now. Rocky seeing if there's anybody. Chrome Center. AMR Prowler gets immediately taken down. The nade into side to is a statement from Chromes to back off. I'm coming. Diablo holding mid top, waiting to see if Chromes would push that way. But no, everybody is holding their positions, just making noise, getting info, utilities being used. Do not step mid. Meanwhile, A is being slowly pushed from restaurant into A main. Have a look at that. Blinker waiting near box. Down goes the stars. No, it does not. A very slow push from KMR, mind you. And the ult coming in from the ult in from KMR, and now they're pushing in. Doesn't matter because Diablo's right behind. That's 2 for Diablo. That's 3 for Diablo.
Satchel out.
Hold on a minute. How did he get that kill? Whiffs. 2 Chromes takes out Diablo now.
World.
Chromes pushes in. Doesn't matter. Chromes sprays through and still gets 1. It's a 2v3. How?
10 seconds left.
In secret, KMR tries to get 7 seconds.
They're blind with fear.
What just happened?
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Why? How? They had it in their hands. They had it laid in a silver platter. Diablo gave them 3 kills. And still, they failed to plant. They will be kicking themselves because that was around 4 for you 1K. But Chromes, you cannot leave this guy away from any game because he would make a statement and a half, and that's what he did there. Didn't give them a moment. 2 ults used and still could not plant the spike is something that would be have to studied by any person in the roster of 4U1K. Chromes taking the plaza. Knows the waiting. Chromes takes right now. Diablo takes Rocky. Diablo takes Ika. And Chromes goes back, but no, he's taken out by Uncle Aimer. Can you see him pushing?
Standing.
Take one by one. And Benji in mid dose. He's pushing through
Spike planted.
plaza. And Uncle Emma waits, gets the info, pushes away. He doesn't want to risk that in any sort of way. The trip gives away Benji's location. Benji is now... He has no idea what to do. And this game just keeps going on and on and on. One win of the other. You can't make it up. You can't tell anything of the other, the team. And Benji saves himself, goes all the way to tunnel to recluse, to rethink. What can they do better next round? What can they do to keep 4U1K from tying up with them? You can't separate the two teams. They are phenomenal in each of their own. Diablo. The chaos happening in Plaza. Chrome's trying his best to take out Diablo. Just to be taken out by Uncle Aimer is something that would be looked at, because it was a great start from Ashref Ahmed, only to be stunned down by 4U1K and their new kid, Diablo. With 13 kills on his name, he's very heavily up there on the board. 4-4, 8 rounds in, you cannot separate these two. Just goes on to show you why we had a nail biter of a finish last game. Pearl, I mean, it just says that Pearl is not an easy map. And both for defending and attacking, it's a hassle and a half. What is the strat now? What are they gonna play?
There.
Okay, I'm trying to see if there was anyone who was pushed up into Rams, but no, not this time. Yeah, Blockhammer, they're all now very heavily pushing B. Chromes hiding in tunnels, waiting for Diablo. The wall coming in. Chromes with the Bucky. The ult. 2B men. Oh, it was a fake. Diablo's right there. Chromes has no idea. Benji hiding in mid, waiting for anybody to enter. Chromes takes Diablo out.
You want to fight it?
Last player standing. Spike down.
No, that was some elite defending from Ashref Ahmed, and that is what I call experience. Predicted where they would go. Didn't actually predict. Heard them, immediately rotated, which could be risky in certain scenarios, but not this one. And got the round. And yet again, Ashref Ahmed takes the lead. Chromes hiding there in the small corner in with a Bucky. It's not something that is fun. It's not something that's new. It's something we've seen before and worked, because without Diablo's influence, down goes 4U1K. Rocky and Chromes looking at mid doors, trying to see if anybody's trying to make a move in Plaza, but Uncle Emma somehow gets away with it by moving through them. Takes art. Ika is chipped down. Chromes takes the step back to connector. Times walls, sees if there's anybody there. No. Still doesn't. Okay, UCF has taken a back seat now into side. Chromes holding holding doors into Plaza, seeing if there's any sort of cross going. Paolo goes into connector, goes into B link. I apologize. And KMR is backing off to the spike. Now, still no real sights made towards any. No real approach. Chromes whiffs and almost gets taken out by Uncle Emma with one man down. The defenders are up the hesitation coming in from the attackers is all the defenders need, and this is not something KU1K would 4U1K would want to be in a position. Have a look at this now. Very aware. Very aware. You can see Rocky already taking. Rocky and KUCF holding A side very. Diablo's already down 3. With 14 seconds remaining, they have to push in. They have no choice. Only to be decimated by KUCF.
Toxins
Right now, in Plaza is only going to be hunted down by Chromes and his goons.
Toxin screen down.
In a matter of seconds, Ahmed Ashref has broken the tango that the two teams had been going on with and taken that 1 round lead, 2 round to become 2, and will want to keep this game moving forward because it's definitely something that they would just want to finish off as soon as they can. Keeping any sort of momentum or space for 4U1K to make a statement is dangerous, and that's not something they would love to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we're 10 rounds in. It's 6-4. As much as it might seem, you can never tell who will win this game. Chromes throwing a raid into Plaza to get any chip damage coming forward, but Diablo's pushing in very aggressively, and that's what you'd love to see in a Pearl map push. But now everybody's rotating in a given time. The hesitation might have given because Diablo takes the
Time to jump.
peek into tunnel. Uncle Emma takes Chromes down. That's 1 man down. Benji mid waiting for any sort of push into mid. Ika in towers. Would love to throw this one, but holds back from doing so. Uncle Emma's down. Ika will have to make us. Benji with the ult in. It's going to be a bit costly for Diablo. Diablo takes 1 kill and would keep it back. No, he gets taken out by Benji. The ult coming into play. Benji already getting poisoned out now. Would have to take half the map. It's been halved. A lot of util spray here. What is going to happen? Benji's defusing and the teams don't know. Hesitation is your demise. And Hika and the team will prove to you that a million times and more. 7-4, ladies and gentlemen, and Ahmed Ashref just keeps taking the win and moving forward. 4U1K did everything they could, right? Except for the fact that they hid behind the Astra wall and did not know it was being diffused. Astra wall, that was beautiful placement coming in from Blink to give his team a chance of getting one more round ahead of 4U1K. Just a flawless execution, both from the attacking side and the retaking side. They attacked beautifully and then they took it as beautifully. You really can't blame anybody there. It's 7-4 at the moment, and 4U1K seem to be trailing behind from what once they had. Oh no, Chromes sabotages himself and is in a lot of gunfire. Diablo Blink take 2 people. It's a 5v3 now. It's very much in the position and hands of 4U1K. They would love this scenario. A misstep from Chromes costs Chromes lives now. How is KUCF? How is Rocky? How is Hika going to play this? Trying to take a peek from towers.
Face your fear!
And in comes the ult from Rocky. Will push in audaciously now. Oh, that was a Diablo clone. Hika takes Diablo down. It's now a 3v4. Very doable. Very safe. We've seen this multiple times before. 4U1K has little to do nothing when AH is on a roll. What's 1 HP? KUCF smokes it off. Blink with bonus spray. And they lose it.
Flashbang.
Coordination, chemistry, and absolute carnage at its best. You have nothing else more. You absolutely want nothing more than what AH is doing at the moment. They are playing on a level 4U1K cannot match. Even being 3 down, KUCF, Rocky, and Hika playing what they know how to play Valorant best. The defenders would be kicking themselves. The attackers would be all over the place with
heading to the above.
Wait, hold on. Did I just confuse? Oh, wait, hold. Okay, they're pushing up. Wait, there's at the beginning of the second half, we are moving in.
I'll find you.
Push up from Blink. The Blink coming
Spike
in.
down B.
You cannot blink this or you will miss. 3 kills already for Blink. Really upset over what happened last time, but KUCF showing them who the better Astra is, holding them off with 2 people remaining side. They can still very much get spiked. Aggressive push from 4U1K. They need to make a statement and they did, but in the trade of Blink. Alright, now he's holding side A side where it doesn't seem like they want to swap. They want to keep moving. Benji and KUCF seem to be pushing up B all the way into B main. Benji very comfortably pushes in. Nobody to really stop him there. Diablo gets
Last
chipped off.
player standing.
Oh, but no. A very
Poison's off.
a very erratic throw from the Viper Molly there. Just I think Fear had a lot to deal with that. So with that, you have for you 1K finally taking a point after losing 4 rounds in a row. They would be very happy with themselves after that. They would. Mentality still seems to be there. The confidence also, where Blink seems to be giving the team that moving forward and getting that kill. Diablo getting chipped off only to take out right now. Take out KUCF from that. Uncle Emma gets completely all outplayed over there, so he would want to take a very safe spot back in dugout. Chrome's pushing up arts. Nobody there to stop him too. KM are holding. The trip might give them the information that they need. Yes, they did. And now you can see Uncle Emma taking a stride towards looking at the art. And on the other side, you have right now also Diablo holding on secret. Mika, the Prowler comes in. Still holding art, still pushing through art. Diablo with an outlaw. Uncle Emma gets taken out with the nades from Chrome. And the blind in.
Don't get it.
Oh my word, the shot from Diablo
Spike
doesn't see.
planted.
You cannot do
One
that.
enemy remaining.
Diablo. How? Rocky with the sheriff. Rocky. You can't keep this guy away, Diablo. Like, that outlaw was
Thanks.
disgusting. 8-5.
We
Will now
defend
become
this place.
8-6.
We defend this
Not so
reality.
formidable of a lead as we once saw in the first half. K4U1K seems to be making a comeback.
Done here.
It's what they would hope for if they want to stay in this competition. It's what they would hope for if they want
I got
any
enough
sort
friends going
of
to the Astro form.
if they want to keep their dream moving forward into the semis. 8-6. Ashref Ahmed will need a new strategy in the way they're pushing forward. 2 rounds already lost to 4U1K. They do not want to lose the momentum they've been having so far. Again, you think one team's moving forward and you think it's gonna get better, but no, it does not. Follow goes in from Rocky. Bombs! Rocky takes out. Sorry, Diablo takes out Rocky with the outlaw yet again. Almost taken out by the names from Chromes. Chromes now pushing in. Gets Uncle Emma. He's waiting to get something.
There. Spike planted.
An outlaw. No, you do not. That's what Chrome says with 31 HP remaining.
Right there.
What can the rest of the defenders do? What can do in order to win the double? Now that's what you like to see from a teammate, to trade you once you're done. And that's what Hika did. And that's why they have been moving this forward in their favor. Making a lot of noise. Giving Hika the Prowler blinds and whiffs. Right now could not finish the kill for which Prowler had given. Hika holding a form in there.
Last player standing.
There's no time. The time playing a big factor here. Relishing the focus that 4U1K had just a few moments ago. Giving the round yet again to Ashref Ahmed, who is 9-6. And now gets their momentum back again. They would love to attack the same way they did just now. They would just want to keep this going forward, finish this game as soon as possible, and go on to getting a match with Exotic. Because this certainly has just proven to be a way better matchup than we expected it to be. Certainly, legacy versus experience and strength. Raw explosives power versus agility from Chromes. Okay, yes, everything he needs to here. Pushes back, does not make any, doesn't want to make any mistake, but here comes Chromes with the judge. Moves into Earth. Nobody there in Earth notices that. Gets side very comfortably now. They're playing for a retake. Rocky moving into Gardens very with a lot of audacity, waiting for anybody to move fast. The spray and the util usage helps. Gamer get Rocky up there. Ika versus Plant has been sparked. Planted. Now it's 4v3. In the attacker's favor, Chromes will take dugout, whereas Hika will try to push in.
Hold.
Just decimated.
Last player standing.
And just have a look at that. They are all over the place and they're being punished for it. And that's how you attack a site. You don't, especially in Pearl, you don't allow hesitation to hinder you when you're attacking. And that's what happened for 4U1K for many of the rounds. As much as they were lucky enough to get wins, Ashref Ahmed not making that mistake, moving in together as one, taking the side and only allowing a few moments of hesitation to which they can use to, and then 4U1K can't really retake because they have a very good lineup to hold and keep the side planted. Again, the aggressive push Chromes right now waiting very upfront in this side will be, doesn't matter because Satchel comes in from Chromes, takes out Rocky takes out right now. The trade might be helpful. It's a 4v4. 1, 2. Again, another trade. This is how you play Valorant, ladies and gentlemen. Trades up. Pushing up mid. Benji. Doesn't matter. That's the 1 kill KMR. It's to the defenders at the moment. 3, 3, 2. And can you see if they do something? No, Benji does.
Player standing.
Benji! And a dream! Benji with the 11th round win! You don't peek one by one. We saw how amazing the double peaks from the trade-offs from Ashref Ahmed is the reason why they won that round. 4U1K did not get traded. They kept going one by one and getting taken out. As for Ashref Ahmed, the trade-offs is how you play Valorant, is how you hold your teammates' backs, and is how you have coordination. And mind you, they had a lot of it. Chromes pushing in, giving the entry, giving the info, of course getting a kill out, but getting traded out by Rocky. Rocky gets the kill, gets traded out, but doesn't really matter because the rest of the team just falls apart after that 4U1K. And here comes the ult! And the most first position, but doesn't matter! Because they both run away! The Prowler comes in, Uncle Aimer is taken out. Chromes not waiting. He wants to finish this game as soon as possible. He wants to show everybody the man that we have known all these years. Chromes taken out by KMR. Rocky takes out Blink. And Rocky gone for KMR. It's a 4. It's a 2v2. No, he's just built different.
One enemy remaining.
One
down. It's a 2v1. It's Hiki versus 4U1K. It's just too much for Ashref Ahmed to hold. 4U1K will happily take this round, will happily be in the fight, will happily make a statement that they don't want to go down this easy. (11-7). We've seen far more miracles happen in Valorant. We've recently seen Fnatic go 11-1 in against NRG. If it can happen there, it definitely can happen here. These two teams have the potential to make miracles possible. And if there is any of that, 4U1K, if there's any team that has the potential to do that, it is 4U1K. They're pushing in very... Doesn't matter, Chromes is just better. That's what he's showing here. Chromes is on a roll. He wants to end this game. He's pushing in like never before. Ashref Ahmed has the Killjoy ult go down to give them space as much as they can in A side. We've seen Diablo hold tight to get those shots in. Gets one kill and backs off. The spray through smoke is a very... Don't looks away for 1 second. That's Valorant timing for you. Hika to trade off. 2 people down. It's a 2v3. And the defenders are in a very bad position at the moment. In dugout, Diablo. Diablo takes out Hika. It's Diablo.
One enemy remaining.
And right now, this is coordination. This is what you love to see from 4U1K. Battling it in as a team. Confusing. Flabbergasting the opponents and taking that one round
Good try.
more. Inching
Idiots.
ever so closely. It's 11-8. 2 rounds in a row. Can we see more? Last round we saw 11-9. And then turns out to be 13-11 with the game going to Ashref Ahmed. This game, can we see something similar? Again, very possible. 23 kills for Diablo. Diablo's doing a fantastic job over there. 18 kills for Chromes. Chromes in a hurry. He wants to end this game. You can see it in the way he's playing. He just wants this game to be over. And he's doing a farewell job at doing that too. The passive slow Chromes we saw earlier in split is not here. This time he just moves in, takes out the Viper ult again. This is not something Viper has been used to us. Diablo, who was in secret all this time, they know that they could play Diablo and Hika. Link takes out Hika. Chrome's pushing out through towers. Now Diablo has no idea. 55 HP and a dream. Chrome's push forward.
One enemy
One
remaining.
by one. They fall. 41k. With just KMR remaining. Yes, Chromes.
Where are you?
Can he do what 4U1K needs?
Target destroyed.
You can see the exhaustion getting to the team players. Benji failing to destroy that in time. Doesn't matter.
Bomb grenade out.
A miss from KUCF. 12,
I
8,
face one.
now just
I kill
one
it.
round. Just one mere agonizing round
Match
away
point.
from the semi-finals. Can they move on to achieve it?
I should play some Astral Stars in this reality.
It's less a statement and more a scenario right now, and that's what Ashref Ahmed is looking to do. 4U1K, they have been playing amazingly, but was dismantled from Chromes. Pushing into the Viper ultimate, going behind, getting a few others, and then getting Diablo from the back, just sealed the round for Ashref Ahmed at that point. Again, he's not waiting. He wants this to be over as soon as possible. Look at him go. Puts the got in. Air ult. They can't do anything. But now wait. Chromes pushes in. Doesn't matter. Ult in. No, Diablo! Uncle Emma taken out. And Diablo takes 2. It's a do or die situation for 4U1K here at the moment. It's 1 now. Diablo taken out.
Last player standing.
It's a
Last player
2v2.
standing.
It's a 1v2. And with that,
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade
the
out.
defenders, it's a miss. Continue to defend. Blink. Thanks. The defuse.
Here.
The molly miss from Benji went on to redeem that round for 4U1K. What just happened? You can't tell me.
A gift.
That was way too close
Teleport
of a
ready.
round. Immaculate from every aspect. Chromes, Diablo, KMR. The one mishap from Benji costed them the round. And now it's 12-9. 4U1K fighting. Trying their best to stay in this. And then now Chromes pushing arts. Seeing if he can get any sort of trouble in there. Giving his team the possibility to entry through a trip. Makes Uncle Emma aware of what's happening. Uncle Emma in flower. Chromes waiting for the right moment to push. He's hesitating. He doesn't know whether to push in or not. Uncle Emma with the ult just waiting.
You are divided.
Holding on.
Face your fear.
And that's next Chromes. With Chromes down, do they have the pushes back dugout? Takes 2.
Spike down
Uncle Emma,
A.
the hero that K4U1K wants.
One enemy remaining.
And 4.
With one more to ace! No, he whips! No, he whips! Made his eventual death. This is Valorant!
Drawings this time. Remember what worked in the past.
The entertainment is surely something that's going to cost you a fortune if you were to see anywhere else. But no, Revival. This tournament, Revival Cup, is giving you so much more than we anticipated in the first qualifier round. Just imagine what the semis would look like after this, because you certainly cannot define who the winner is.
Let's see now.
Choking at the 12th round. That's what's happening to the attackers at the moment. Ashref Ahmed trying their best to hold the aggressive.
Suppressing.
Oh, you 1k back. Hika holding a marshal now with a saving round. If
Here.
they lose this, surely it's going to be a banger of a game moving forward. Everybody's spread out. Everybody's taking their moment. Everybody's taking their time. Hika surely has to. He knows the team is saving. He knows they have to hold back. So does 4U1K. Very economically aware of what's happening in the side of what. Look at this. They're pushing through. Stars are going to Art. Going to Uncle Emma with an open dugout. Slowly taking. No idea. He wins.
Spike
Yep.
planted.
Let's do! No, the whiff! It's a 3v2 situation here. I do not know how he pulled that off. But Uncle Emma coming in. The most this can be extremely dangerous for 4U1K. Only Arte whiffs again! But doesn't matter, they're not going to peak one by one. Surely not, they're not. They're not going to lose to a 5th round now, are they?
Last
Rocky
player
trying to push
standing.
in! Doesn't matter! Who's coming in? It's only KUCF. It's KUCF against 4U1K. 12-11. 12-11. What's going on?
Astro
The
Guardian
excitement
things I do.
can cause you to make mistakes
That's
and
what-
nearly lost to a 5th round, which would have been the most agonizing pain for 4U1K. But hey,
I'm
look at
going
this,
up.
it's 12-11. When you think that the other team's winning, the other team comes back, and just like that, the agonizing 1 round for AH is proving to be more than what they could handle. Vika trying to push in from B. Going up corridor, going up as much as they can. 2B men from ramp. Chromes. With control of B. Whoa, mid. Just like that with nothing. Right now, trades off. 4 blink. Benji's ult coming into play. Too much of a problem.
Placing alarm bot.
In B tunnel, you have Diablo waiting for a peek. Tunnel has been secure. Antarema with yet another orb. Smoked off tower. This gives you really good opportunity for the defenders to know what's. Ika takes 1 down. Antarema's gone. Diablo trying to get something going off. What is going on? Only
Last player
1K.
standing.
It's a 2v1. It's KMR. And no,
Attackers
it's
win.
not meant to be. 13-11. Yet again. Ashref Ahmed pulls out their big guns and wins the game to kick 4U1K from what was a spectacle of a game. Both in Split and Pearl, these two teams are just something else. Surely Diablo would be kicking himself with that push in tunnel, and unfortunately for 4U1K, it is the end of their ride in the Revival Cup, as they will see Ashref Ahmed go to fight Team Exotic in the semi-final on November 1st at 8 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, that was in fact one of the best matches I've seen in a while, and I hope you enjoyed too. If you did, consider leaving a follow and a like to this channel, and hopefully hopefully we can provide you with more Revival Cup tournaments to come. I hope you guys enjoyed this fabulous match and hope to see you guys in the next one. All right.